no, is it Tuesday? No, no, there's 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes, leave me alone. Leave me alone. No, go away. You're not very good at listening, are you? All right. I'm alive, I'm awake, I'm ready to do things. Hello, beautiful people. My name is Justin Taylor. You are here in the foam pit at Firestorm Free Running and Acrobatics, and today, you know what we're gonna do? What I was just practicing for, the lazy vault. Not the vaulting part, I wasn't practicing that, I was practicing the being lazy part, but we're gonna put them together, and we're gonna learn the lateral moving blah. Oh my God, I need to wake up first. We are here today, and we are gonna do the lateral moving lazy vault. Let's go get nasty. Oh God, nope, still too lazy. Sore, wake it up, there we go. All right, class, it is time for the lateral moving lazy vault. So let's break it down a little bit. The lateral moving lazy vault is really cool. Like our front support that we learned a few weeks ago, we learned lateral movement means we're moving to our sides, as opposed to most of our vaults that we learned in our past tutorials where we're vaulting directly over an object. But sometimes we're running along and I'm on here, this side of an object, and I want to be on that side. I do not want to have to run, stop, turn, vault, turn again, and then continue moving. That takes away a lot of the efficiency. And what is parkour about? Efficient movement. So we're going to learn how to move laterally to the side, vaulting over an object while keeping our forward momentum. And to do that, we use our lazy vault. All right, so let's get a little into our 60-second skill breakdown. You guys ready? Oh yeah, let's put it on the clock. All right, we're doing our 60-second breakdown. So when I do a lazy vault, I will be facing in this direction that I am running. I am going to place my hand on top of, in this case, a rail, but can also be a flat object. And what I'm gonna be doing is swinging my inside leg up and over. When we swing that leg, we don't want a bent leg. Why? A bent leg like this, if I try to lift my knee over, boom, smashing the ankle or other part of my leg, not feeling very good. I'm gonna lift one leg up, leaning my body over. So I'm pulling that bar and placing it behind me. As my leg comes over, my other leg will lift up. As this foot comes down, my first foot comes down onto the ground. I'm going to be in my split position with my second foot coming over. I'm going to now switch my hands to hold myself and make sure I don't go flying that direction. Pull myself forward into a step and begin running over it. I can do the same thing on the opposite side. As I come in, I'm swinging that leg up nice and straight, one leg at a time and going over. When you do this one, you can do left leg first and then down to the ground first, or in this case with my right leg, you'll notice it stays up in the air. You can switch your legs as you deem acceptable. But when I do this, it allows me to run, moving forward, come in, move to the side, and continue on very quickly. Pretty sure that was 60 seconds, right? Maybe? Yes? No? I really need a clock when I do these things. Okay, yeah, but I was looking that way, and it's over there. I'm not a mom. I don't have eyes in the back of my head. What kind of mutant do you think I am, man? Come on. All right, beautiful people. Let's break this skill down. So for our lateral moving lazy vault, the really cool thing about this is going to be setting you up to eventually do a more advanced move called the Italian job. You guys may be familiar with this move. Woo! Italian job. Because it's so European or Roman or whatever you want to say. Not the point. Basically what we're doing here is we're doing half of an Italian job without turning our body. So whenever we're doing this, as we're running along, whichever way we are transferring, in this case, I'm moving laterally to the left, I'm gonna be starting with my left hand on here. Now, we talked last week about the way that we grip the bar. For this type of thing, I'm not gonna be hanging from the bar, so I like to have an open grip. An open grip allows me to have a pocket right here to make sure if I do this and I go for my vault, I don't hit my hip and then flip over and land on my side. Really funny to watch, not fun to participate in. So we've got our grip right here. What we need to make sure we're doing here when we do this is you'll notice I'm stepping off the opposite foot of the hand that I'm holding with, because I'm going to be swinging my inside leg. Inside because it's right here closest to the bar. This, my right leg, is my outside leg right now. And as I swing this leg up, you will notice my foot is in front of my hand. I don't want to be back here trying to swing this foot, because now as I try to go over, my arm is in the way blocking me. So I want to make sure when I'm doing this, my mid-run, or however I'm doing this, that my foot is in front of my hand placement to give me this big open window to swing not only my leg, but my big fat booty. Need a lot of room to get that thing through. When we do this, we are going to be trying to keep our chest facing forward. So as we do this, we're just moving ourselves over. Now you can imagine when you first try this, if I just try to jump and swing my legs over, especially passing this bar, as you may have noticed, behind my back to my other hand, you can miss and it can be difficult. The way that I recommend learning this move is two ways. One, we can stand here. I'm going to pretend I'm holding a bar with my left hand. Okay, I've got it here. My foot is in front. I'm going to swing this leg up, kick, followed by my other leg, kick, keeping my legs as straight as I can for right now. 1, 2. Notice I'm landing on the opposite foot. I'm on my right foot. Swing, swing. Set myself back down. As I do this, I can practice taking the bar, passing it behind my back, and placing it into the other hand. So I'm here, swing, swing, and now I'm landing like this. Now when you originally get on the bar for the first time, I do not want you to actually go for this vault. Most likely what will happen is you will land on your tailbone and then fall over and go splat, or you'll miss a hand and then you can bend a finger back. It's no fun. So the easiest way to start this is we take our hand placement. I've got my foot in the correct position. I'm going to lift my leg up and over. And as I do this, I want you to notice again the straight leg. This leg means I can move my leg to the side, no problem. Bent leg, if I swing that over, especially with run and force, that's a really unhappy ankle. I lift my leg over, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit right here, almost on my butt cheek. I'm on the inside of my thigh. Not close enough to smash things that I enjoy owning, but far enough away that I can get myself nice and balanced. So I go here. This foot will begin to come down. I'm going to lift my other foot up and over, switch the hands behind my back. Notice that my second hand here, the one that was my outside hand, is coming in closer to my body. Not further back, not in the same place. Why? Because I have momentum when I'm actually going to be doing this skill. I'm going to be running. So I'm going to be moving forward the entire time. I switch my hand, let go, and set my foot down into a run. We use the bar to balance ourselves in the beginning so we don't have to worry about having total control of our body. The bar is helping us do it. So again, grab the bar, lift one foot, lift the other foot, set it down, switch hands, and walk out. So one of the most common things that happen as people start learning their lazy vault, especially when they're moving sideways, is either they come in and much like our warm-up drill, they will lift one foot over and then set their other leg down. This is very good as you're starting to get used to your body position, but when we're actually running and coming in with a lot of momentum and force, the last thing we want to do is stop and set ourselves down. So then that brings us to the other very common problem, which is a giant jump. Now, a lot of our vaults, especially the ones we're going to be learning in our next entire season of tutorials, which will be our orange rank or level 2 parkour curriculum, has a lot of power vaulting. This is not a power vault. Our goal here is to be like roller skates, right? We are just smoothly rolling on as close to the ground as possible, just a nice smooth continuation of motion. So what we want to do here is make sure that we are gliding over the rail, really low and close to the rail without hitting the rail. We don't want to jump big and powerfully over the rail. If I'm running this direction and all of a sudden I jump, you can see my body position is all kinds of messed up. I've been turned a little bit. There was a big drop down. Now I have to absorb. My goal is like a little tiny ramp to hit this, boop, pop up and over and continue on my motion. I do not want to come up, drop, absorb, have to stop my momentum and then start my run again. I want to keep that going. So to give you an idea of what we're trying to do, we are trying to very smoothly and lowly, I'm not even sure if that's a word, lowly. Yes, it is. We're trying to very smoothly and at a very low angle to just glide over this. So a very good drill that we can do to practice this. Place my hand on the bar. I'm making sure that my foot, again, is just in front of my hand, if not a little more, but never behind it. And what I'm going to do is practice swinging this leg over. When we get the power for this, there's very little jump involved. It's mostly a swing, and the swing of my leg and a little pop of these toes will get me enough height to glide over the rail here. Now obviously if your object is this tall, you're gonna need some jumping, but you're not gonna be keeping a lot of that forward momentum because you're taking that forward energy and directing it upwards. What we're gonna be doing instead, since it's a low one, is just trying to move over right over here at the height of my hip. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab the bar, I'm gonna swing my leg up and over, and as soon as this leg starts to transfer, this leg is going to follow, and I'm going to turn towards you. You're gonna notice. This is just a practice drill. I come here, swing, up and over. Now here I am. As you feel comfortable with this, we are going to try to turn ourselves back this direction, and if we can, swap our hands. So here, I'll show you from this side right here. As I come in, here's my hand, okay? My foot, little in front of that hand. I'm gonna swing the leg up and over, keeping myself facing forward, and I've switched the hand over. Again, notice that first hand was here, second hand was over here, I'm moving forward. We're just trying to glide over. You also notice when I do this, I'm going to not exactly be leaning back. It may look that way, but more what's happening is my hips are moving forward at an angle like this with my legs up, and that keeps me kind of flat and more parallel. I don't want to be coming in. You can see how difficult that was. I almost clipped my butt cheeks and I landed in a really awkward position. What I want to be doing is almost like I'm extending my body out forward as I do this. So when I come in, I am moving forward, pushing forward with that forward momentum. I think I used the word forward like 6 times in that sentence. Forward. So let's talk about one other thing. You may have actually noticed this as I was doing it. I wonder if anybody saw what was happening with my legs on landing. So there's 2 different ways you can do this. That is this. When I land this vault, as I come up and over, boom, I swing one leg. Here's my left leg, right? Left leg came up first, left leg lands first, right leg lands second. I land in my lunge and I continue my run out. The other option is to switch my feet in the midair. I swing my left leg up a little higher than normal. I keep my left leg up as my right leg comes down. My right leg lands first, and I can run out on that foot. This is kind of a personal preference. I have noticed that different landings will work better for different scenarios. So, if I am going to, let's go on the same side so it doesn't get too confusing here. If I'm just gonna be continuing my run, then the foot that comes up first should be the foot that lands first. I come in here, and I can explode out of my run. But sometimes I want to redirect myself back into the rail. This happens a lot when you see more advanced parkour people, tracers, or free runners go into a series of movements called a run or a line. This is where we're doing a bunch of cool skills in a row, linking them together into what we call flow. So if I'm working on, like, let's say a flow move and I want to come back into these rails to do something fun, I will switch my foot here. So now I'm landing, it's turning me around, and I can do other fun things like come back over right there. If I had landed the way I normally supposed to, it would have been much harder for me like this to reach back over here and pull myself back in, because now my opposite foot is in front. I'm having to twist across my body. If I land here, very easy to pin this around, sit down and have a conversation with y'all. So take a little bit of time, try both methodologies, see which one works better for you in what situations as you learn this skill, and then try applying both. As always, we do not want to practice just one single way of doing the skill, nor do we want to practice on only one side, like doing it with my left hand and moving to the left, or my right hand and moving to the right. We are ambidextrous creatures, and the more options you have available to you by being able to utilize both sides of your bodies, you got more than one body? That's cool and weird. Is that like a throwaway life, like your throwaway account? Cool. More options we have, the more skills we can attach to those things, the more things that we can do, the more fun we can have. And most importantly, when you're out training, the more ways you can save yourself. Very important, which is why I would like all of you to check into our 3-part series starting next week, which is going to be going over the shoulder roll. Arguably the most important skill in all of parkour. Why is the shoulder roll important? Because it is what saves your life when you eat crap or make a mistake. And if you're going to be doing parkour, gymnastics, martial arts, tricking, tumbling, any of these things, you're going to make mistakes. You're going to go flying through the air. You're going to eat crap. Parkour. the more you can minimize the eating crap part by protecting yourself with shoulder rolls and knowing how to roll, the better. All right, guys, as always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, all that fun stuff. I love your beautiful faces, and I will see you next Tutorial Tuesday. And I'm on a lazy vault away. Oh yeah, do-do-do-do. I'm hiding over here, away from you, 'cause I'm sneaky. Do-do-do-do. Oh crap, you're still there. Probably shouldn't be singing because it kind of lets you know where I am. Oh my God, he still found me. Hi. Oh, okay, good. I'm safe again. That's nice. All right, you know what? I'm going to need you to calm down, sir. I was actually going to use that as an opportunity to hide before you came back, but you didn't leave again, so it didn't actually. Well, now you already know what I'm going to do. It's kind of pointless. It's not funny anymore. I hate you. I'm gonna look over here and almost run into that bar, but oh, I knew it was there because I work here. Just smile and nod. I'll just smile and nod at you, my boo-boo, as I sing to you about the splattering poo.